Another embarrassing home loss. Yo,
I seen somebody post this, yo, and I thought this was super relevant, yo. This the new mantra, yo, from this point on, yo. Especially after the day, yo. Today's price is not yesterday's price, yo.
That's why you got to pay the boy.
Yo, today's price is not yesterday's price, yo.
That's exactly why you got to pay the boy.
This was embarrassing, yo.
Yo,
this is what they wanted the whole time, yo. They played the perfect game that they wanted to. Yo, this is what you do to the Ravens, yo. Put them in a situation, yo, where
they got to pass the ball.
Do all they want to do to run the clock out and all that other stuff. We're just working against them. We'll put up some points. We're putting the lead and tell them niggas to go down the field.
Hey, I told you last week, everybody know how to play the Ravens, yo. You let them run from 25 to their 25 to get in the red zone and make them throw the ball, yo. They can't function as an NFL offense, yo. They can't do it, yo.
No, you keep the game close, man.
Right.
Keep the game close. Put up a touchdown or whatever points it is that put you in the lead with a minute or so left in the game, and have them have to walk down the field, and they can't run it. They got to throw it to get down. And yo, they can't do nothing, man.
They can't. Yo, soon, man, we all knew when that last possession the game was over, yo. We knew it.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley ain't got it.
Their offense ain't got it. First thing first, yo, they wasted Hill. But when he ran the ball back on the 30-yard line, that big kick return, they wasted that, yo. You get all the way down to your goddamn 39-yard line and don't do nothing with the ball down there. Come on, yo.
They ain't do nothing all second half.
Yo, it's the same old with this team, yo. And they think they're gonna go in the playoff and do what? They may win one playoff game, but yo,
they're not even winning a playoff game. Bro.
Yo, you got to throw the ball in this NFL, yo.
They're not winning a playoff game. They're not doing anything.
Hold on, yo. We got a couple comments. John said it starts from coaching, and that's what it was up there for the last 2 minutes tops. But because O'Donnell Alexander said they just proved two things in the last sequence. We need Lamar and we need a better pass game with wide receivers. Yes, indeed, yo. Yo, when that last possession, I text you. I said, yo, we about to get exposed because we can't pass the ball, man. Is this how it is with this team, man? You put them in Cecil say, you put them in position the ball, you can do it. It's game over. This team handicapped. No matter what quarterback you put down there, yo, when it comes to time to throw that ball, yo, we can't do it, man. Just can't. Yo, this was a half season over with.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, what do you? I mean, we say the same issues every week. Every time I talk, yo, if we talk or anybody talk about the Ravens, yo, we all know the same issues, bro. It's like at this point, yo, week 17. This is a wasted season, bro.
Hey,
you wasted another year of the talent that you got. It's really Lamar Jackson, man. But you wasted another year, bro. That's another year wasted. And again, I ask to the Ravens community. You get to the point where it's bigger than that. It's time for a regime change. When does that happen, man? I find myself, this is the fourth year of me saying this, man.
In a row. Fourth year.
In a row, bro.
Hey, Cuzzo said, I hope the light bulbs turned on for somebody and they realize this offense philosophy they running is dead. Yeah. My man Tor said, Roquan, Quinn, and Humphreys no show today, and you can't blame execution. EDC and John Face looked different from the third quarter to the end, something up for real. No, yo, they know they can't compete in the playoffs in this AFC with this offense, yo. You can't win with this Penn State offense. You can't do it. You just can't do it.
I just want to know when the light bulb comes on, Ravens Nation. Comment that. Let me know. Speak to me. When does the light bulb turn on to say it's time for a new regime change?
Nah, yo, you know what they're gonna say? John Harbaugh won the quarterback, yo. They can say they're gonna say he win games without Lamar because he won last week without Lamar. Come on, you know how it is, yo.
I'm asking the people right now, man.
I'm telling you what they're gonna tell you. He's an excellent coach. And I posted Friday. I said it's gonna be a long weekend for the Harbaugh coaches. I texted that shit Friday, yo. I told everybody the Ravens will lose, nigga. People thought I was crazy. I said it's gonna be a long weekend for the Harbaugh brothers, man.
Hey, yo, I figured the Ravens would lose too, but then watching that first half, I watched that first half, yo. I thought, yo, we might got a chance.
But hold on. How the fuck do both brothers have problems passing the ball? It's the same shit that happened with Jim happened to John today, yo. When it come down to them throwing the ball, they can't throw it. They offensive philosophies, they can't throw the ball. Okay, Cousin said putting too much on defense. They got to be damn near, if not perfect, for us to win. Yes, indeed. I said that shit before. Okay, Tor said EDC was watching that game in the press box. He had to be real watching that shit. How many games we lost after leading double digits lead? Right now, this is the eighth loss. This is the eighth loss. You can really see 12 since last year.
Game in the fourth quarter, yo.
Yeah, in the middle of the last minute of the game. Yo, all the Raven losses is this. This is every Raven loss, yo.
What I'm saying is they put together that whole everything in the fourth quarter, bro.
But y'all, you can honestly put this loss on Greg Roman and his offense, yo. Those last two possessions, that was the game for us. We didn't do nothing with them.
Yo, the loss goes on everybody that it always goes on, man.
Hey, close games like this on coaching.
It's a team effort. I'm just at this point, I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over.
I know, that's why I love it. But I love it though. Because you can't make this shit up. We repeating ourselves, so we insane.
I'm repeating myself, and because you understand though. I've been repeating for over 3 years.
No, 4. Yeah, 3. Don't count 2019. But yeah, 3 years. So if we saying it, they ain't saying
for over 3 years, bro. And I'm just tired of seeing. I told myself I'm going to treat the Ravens like Madden. I'm not supporting them until they prove that they can do something. And here I go every year, like Madden, some way, somehow, it finds its way back in my house.
Hey, my man just put up in the comment section, he said, Harbaugh said it was on coaching day, and he ran off stage like a bitch. We already know, man, look, I'm glad he's accountable for this. He's accountable for this. Yo, you can't keep losing games in the last 2 minutes of a game. You can't keep doing it. It ain't no excuse no more. He got to hold on. He got to be accountable for this. Come on, yo. Ain't no more excuses for this. It's the same. Yo, we are going crazy. We keep repeating ourselves year after year after year. At some point in time, y'all, somebody got to sit John Harbaugh down and say, yo, you ain't it. Yo, this offense look like something from 2000. You can't win in the NFL. Like I keep saying like this. You can't do it. TCU offense can go up and down the field better than this offense. What's up, KC?
They scored 1 touchdown, yo, the whole game.
My man said Ravens took the game. I don't know what they took, yo. They just terrible, man.
He scored 1 touchdown at the end of the second quarter. And after that, it's irrelevant.
Real talk.
They over there fighting on the sideline. Steelers defense over there fighting. You got them as confused as can be, fighting on the sideline, and yet y'all still can't manage
My man just said what I just said. Justice Hill set them up with great field position on the last kickoff return, and they did absolutely nothing with it. Why? Because they can't pass in the league when you have to be able to pass. Yes, indeed. But the Council don't see that. We don't have a number one wide receiver here. Come on, yo. It's crazy. They can scheme fucking Andrews open, but they can't scheme nobody else open. Come on, yo. You got something is wrong. And y'all think they're gonna go to the playoffs and do what? What are they gonna do with this shit? Come on, yo. Today's game was embarrassing to football. We had two college football teams. Well, we had two games look way better than this game. Every game today was looking better than this shit. They had the nerve to put this at 8 o'clock. Come on, yo. Yeah. Same shit, man. I ain't gonna cook long, man.
I told you why they put this game at 8 o'clock, bro. They put this game at 8 o'clock because they know the Ravens are gonna let. They knew that they was gonna let down, bro. They knew that knowing who the Ravens are, they are likely to let down and lose this game. Lose it in the fashion that they lost.
My man KC says it's fixing, man. Yeah, it's something.
It ain't none of this shit.
Hey, yo,
football, bro.
And honest to God, yo, you can't fix a Raven loss. This is every Raven loss. So this shit, yo, the Ravens are must-watch TV in the last 2 minutes of their football game because either they're gonna find a way to fuck it up. I don't care what they do. The Ravens gonna find a way to lose a game, yo. I never seen no shit like this. I never seen a coaching staff that's so fucking incompetent. You lose a game, you lose all your games in the last 2 minutes of a football game, yo. And half of those losses been at home. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't do it. Who loses games at home like this? No other coach but John Harbaugh. Then the bad thing about it, your run game's supposed to be your bread and butter, but you don't put Gus the Bus in. He the one to eat the clock. This don't make any sense.
Because the run wasn't doing nothing, yo.
Because you're running up the fucking gut. You're running up the gut.
Here's the way I look at the running situation, man. If you got to run the ball over 30-something times, Joe, to get a lot of yards, Joe, that's not a good running day.
You're not a good offense. Put it like that. You're not a good offense. Because and if you had to run, you did maybe under 25 or under 30 and you got over 100, then yeah, you had a good running day. And look, JK, got some yards. He put up 80, 90, maybe even 100 yards rushing. Like, okay, decent kind of day. But when you put it on paper, and I don't put on paper, but you put it on the field in regards to production, what did it really get him? It got him in the red zone. And then what did I say last week or the week before last when we last talked? What do teams do when they get in the red zone? You get in the red zone, it's like, all right, now to run. You're getting that first goal. You ain't getting no more first downs, right? You ain't about to run the ball in the end zone. You got to throw the ball in the end zone, and what happens? They don't move nowhere. Don't go nowhere. If you can get off this press, and I know you ain't gonna get off the line, man.
You end up with field goals, bro. It's the same scheme every single week, and it's like, they can't defense scheme out of it, bro. They know what teams going to do to them. They know teams are going to put them in certain kind of positions and make them put them under certain situations when they get the ball on offense and they moving down the field. They know. Go ahead and run the clock out.
No,
teams want the Ravens to run the clock out.
I'm glad when people saying this in the comment section. My man said no play action off the run with JK. Shit. The calls are shitty. Even Dante Alexander said everybody know the run is coming, so they just defend that. Teams are more confident that the Ravens can't beat them if they got the pass. Yeah, everybody, it's easy. Everybody know how to defend the Ravens, yo. I told everybody from 25 to 25, you let them run, they get down in the red zone, they're gonna lose their shit. They're gonna panic. They can't throw the ball, bro. They can't do shit. What other wide receiver had to catch today?
Robinson had a few catches and
Andrews had a few
catches.
It just.
I mean, they got it. They got a few catches down the field, yo. The problem, yo, it's not. That's not the issue, yo. What y'all don't understand, or what I don't think a lot of people understand, is that most defenses don't care about the Ravens moving down the field. They don't care. They're not wasting their energy to try to stop them from moving down the field. Like, yo, bro, if they get a first down, let them get. Just be patient with these guys. Most defenses in the NFL are all played out of patience, bro. Let them have to do 15 plays, 18 plays, 17 plays, or whatever to get down the field. A mistake going to come. And even if you do allow them to get that, if they do run that many plays and they get down the field, we know from the Ravens that once they get within me, we're not going to allow them to run the ball against us. We're going to play the run, right? They're not going to run the ball in the end zone on us. So at that point, they're going to have to throw, and we know they can't throw.
Can't do it, man.
All defense is doing is just sitting back on these guys, bro. Letting them run out clock, letting them do everything they got to do, so that when their offense get on the field, their offense comes in and puts up points or hold them. And all it does, Joe, is it leads to That's why you have seen so many of the same type of endings with the Ravens week in and week out. That shit ain't no coincidence, bro.
It ain't.
That's not a coincidence.
So what is it? What is it? It's coaching.
Purposefully schemed games. That is purposefully schemed games by opposing coaching staffs. They are doing that on purpose, bro. They noticed something from the Dolphins game. Now, the Dolphins game wasn't, so to speak, purposeful and high, but they noticed something in the Dolphins game. They noticed something in the Buffalo game. And then they realized, well, wait a minute, hold up. They are trying to run. Their offense is designed to run the clock out. Yeah. They want to try to eat up as much clock as possible with the ball in their hands, and all they try to do is put up some sort of points so that the clock can run to zero and they lead. They just want to get the game done as quick as possible. That's their goal. Their goal ain't to beat you by scoring 38 points in the game. Their goal is to beat you by running the clock out. We the last people with the ball, and we got the lead.
That goes down to
their game.
Game planning and scheming, though, baby. That's all that shit is. That's game planning and scheming.
And so what I'm saying is that opposing coaches are understanding their scheme and out scheming them using their scheme. And it's like the Ravens, we're now in week 17, still haven't figured out a way to unscheme it. Or what I think truly is what's truly is going on is that the Ravens are just so what's the word I'm looking for, man?
Stagnant.
No, it's not stagnant. Cocky. The Ravens are so cocky, so bullheaded in that staff that they don't feel like they need to change anything.
Hey, but once again, this is what I said a couple weeks ago, yo. It's complacency. When the fucking coach know he got job stability, he ain't got to change shit. He winning every year. He going to playoffs. He giving the fan base what he wanted. The fan base don't want no change. The fan base say that John Harbaugh is their guy. When we know he ain't.
Nah, yo, because that shit, it ain't complacency, man.
It is complacency, yo. That man is going to retire as a Raven all-time winningest coach, yo.
Look, exactly. You know why? Because the stats and analytics say that.
Oh, right. And what we always say, that shit don't mean shit,
issue, bro.
And it don't mean shit.
Analytics is the issue. That is the issue. That team, the system, the whole entire squad is based off of data. And I understand to some degree that data means something. Data means something. But like, yo, bro.
That shit don't mean nothing in the trenches.
Like I said to you, like I proposed to you when we weren't talking on this, right? When do you as a team or anybody else get to a point where it's like, yo, yeah, you getting us to the big game, but you never winning it? When do you say it's enough? We gonna move on.
Hey, but it's like what we talked about yesterday with Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis got to his plateau. They got his ass out there and rebuild. It's the same shit I said 2 weeks ago. How about for the Ravens to blow this shit up, to keep bullshitting and going to the playoffs like this, yo? Just blow it up with a new coach, yo. Just blow this shit up. Because this is Harbaugh plateau. He ain't going no further.
Exactly, man.
Yo, this is Lamar plateau with this GM and coach here. He ain't going no further. He got to be fucking perfect to go to the Super Bowl with this. He can't beat Pat with this. He can't beat Cincinnati with this shit. So why are we wasting our time?
He can't beat a hot Cincinnati with this. He can beat Cincinnati. He can't beat a hot Cincinnati when they on.
Okay, we got a couple questions. I'm gonna get my people out the way. They said this was the debut of the draft pick Kozar. I don't know who the hell Kozar is, but I ain't see his bitch ass play not once. 5 tight ends. Yo, this shit got me mad right now. This shit not working. Yeah, it ain't working, yo. Week 16, and it's looking like this. My man Rich G said when it come down to the wire, this coach got to find a way to lose a game. Yeah, it's coaching, baby. Can't keep losing games like this. Rich G said add-on links don't mean shit. Ronnie Stanley got pushed right into the back of the quarterback. That's EDC and this coaching staff. Yeah, but it ain't this EDC now. They brought in Sashi Brown, the president of football. He all analytics. So get used to this shit. It ain't gonna get no better. Like I keep telling everybody, they're gonna pay Lamar, but what is he gonna do with this? Yo, you can't give nobody a hand. You can't get nobody to play this shit, and then he gonna make a meal out of this shit. You can't win with this. You can't do it.
Yo, it's a super easy fix, man. All you got to do is find yourself a good quality wideout and put them in the game.
No, you can't do that. Not with this Greg Roman offense, you can't. Not with this Greg Roman. Everybody think you can bring a badass wide receiver in here and get him fix this when it's clear that the man his passing game ain't it.
Hey, yo, here's the thing. If he did it, I would need to see. I'm not even going to judge him on whether or not he can do it or not. I need to see it first, and then we can make that decision. But they're not even doing that, man.
How long do you need to see this man offense in 4 years?
But my question is there any pressure from any of the people on the team and the internal staff putting pressure on EDC to say, yo, get me a wide receiver. I need a wide receiver. I don't even think that's
perfect. This is perfect. Man. This is perfect. I posted on Twitter last week, right? I was like, yeah, yo, it was something. A couple of guys said, if I was Eric DeCosta, why would I go out here and pay $15 million for a wide receiver when I got a coach and offensive coordinator that I know can't scheme him open and don't know how to coach a wide receiver? But I told the guy, I was like, look, if you got to worry about the coaching and your offensive coordinator can't coach a number 1 wide receiver, why the fuck are they here? Honestly. People really, I had 3 people tell me the same thing that agreed with the dude. They said the reason why
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he hasn't had one here. So I don't know what it would be like if it was one here. Okay. All I'm saying is that why isn't he asking? Or why isn't he putting enough pressure to make it happen?
Okay, see,
that's what I'm asking.
See, I love this because my man KC, he not even from Baltimore. But he I think he a Buffalo fan. He said, Hazel, you're right. The Bengals is winning, and the Ravens are cool with looking like crap. My man Tor said, fire Greg wrong. Fire coaching. Greg has to go. This nigga's worse than Cameron Marty Morningway. My man Rich G said, I'm not trusting any close game until Harbaugh retires. It's not just Roman. It's how many OCs we had. We had what, 600 his watts? 5 or 6 on the Harbaugh watts. And it's all the same shit. Every offensive coordinator can't be wrong besides Gary Kubiak and Jim Caldwell under him. He the problem, yo. I ain't never seen, but see, I hate to keep saying it, yo. It's that privilege too, yo, because nobody is. Come on, yo, you can't keep doing this. Yo, we got the same coach here, yo, for a whole calendar year. Every close game under 2 minutes, it comes down to this, yo. You lose in close games. It's like a little unbelievable here. We're just repeating ourselves, yo, every two, 3 games, man.
I told you what it is, yo.
Yo.
I'm tired of repeating myself, man. I'm trying to figure out some solutions.
No, I love it. I love it because we're not going crazy, yo. We ain't crazy. These guys in the comment section ain't crazy.
I ain't never think I was going crazy. I always knew what it was, bro. Like I watch football too much, yo. I love this sport too much, yo.
But the bad thing about it ain't number logic, though. I mean, this shit is logic. Like, yo, why are you making this? You're a 15-year head coach, yo. You are making mistakes that rookie head coaches are supposed to make. Come on, as you go in the season, yo, all your mistakes, the appeals, your all sides, you calling in to play on time, that's supposed to be out the way. Every team has gel. My man Rich G said, I ain't crazy. I ain't crazy either.
I'm telling you, yo, all that type of shit, yo, is from the way that they are told to play. Didn't you tell me that he told them to wait to the last couple of seconds to hike the ball?
Yeah.
All right. So when you wait to the last couple of seconds to hike the ball, bro, you usually got to get to the line and rush, which usually, causes a lot of things like, delay a game, false start. Like, that's all symptoms of style. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro, look. I done figured it out. I know why this team is the way that they are. And really, there's 2 things you can do at this point, right? You keep the staff that you get, and they change their entire mentality in regards to who they are as coaches and their style and what they direction or where they want to go, or you get rid of them. You feel me? Because I don't believe, bro, and I mean this, bro. I really, truly mean this. I don't believe, yo, for you to be a head coach or a coach, I don't care, any position coach in the NFL, bro, you got to have some sort of skill. Exactly. To some degree, you got to have some skill, man. I'm not going to shoot people down, especially with me not being a coach. Like, yo, you got to have some sort of skill to get to that level. Granted, right? But what I think a lot of these coaches, and Big O spoke on this, right? He spoke on this. A lot of these guys get, because of that thought process, they get way too prideful, man. Yeah. And they get caught up in their own ways. They get caught up in their own way, man. And when they get caught up in their own way, it's hard for them to sit back and say, you know what? My quote unquote great coach mind ain't right. I need to take a step back. I ain't as good as I thought I was. Let me take a step back and learn something new. Or let me figure out a way to make what I already had that I thought was good be even better. I think we got some of the most narcissistic, headstrong coaches in the league, man.
No. That's his hardball personality. I told you, yo, when I worked around the guy, I was like, yo, everybody on the job was like, yo, look at this. He just come off as prissy, He one of those kind of guys. I feel like
that's the true issue. This is a issue of the managers, right? Let's call them managers, right? Managers of a company. Their personality is messing up the company. I think all of us as working adults can understand that dynamic, right? You're working and you got a manager who is just, maybe he's a bullhead or she's a bullhead. They don't know what they're doing. Whatever the case may be, right? Their personality ain't right to manage.
But right? Hold on. I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna read these comments because I'm gonna piggyback off of this. My man Shy Duke said, "Situational football is something Greg Roman and hardball minds be aggressive earlier. You had more time to make up for the mistakes." KC said, "Facts." My man KC said, "Well, my man he agreeing with Taurus. My man Tor said John was given a head coaching job with no experience at all of being in charge. Yes, sir. My man Rich G said.
Well, you can.
My man Rich G said Harbaugh has no game management skills. He's going to keep losing in the crunch time. He's going to keep losing the crunch time. Other than GC, we know that too. That was supposed to be AC. But what you just said is everything I said last week, yo. Well, about Harbaugh and his skill, it's a generational gap, yo. His coaching style cannot correlate with this new era, yo. That's why these young coaches are killing it, yo. That style of coaching can't work in this era, man. Just can't work.
He started off as a special teams coach. And one thing that I know about special teams coaches in the NFL is that they have to coach all players on the team. And hence why you tend to see a lot of them turn into head coaches, because they have to coach every single personality on the team. You see what I'm saying? And they have to also coordinate with the defense because they get defensive players, and with the offense because they get offensive players as well. So a lot of them are actual really good managers of a team and coaches of a team, because they're not just kind of segregated.
They got balance. They got balance in between.
Exactly. But the downfall is that if they are what I would call a true special teams coach, meaning that they never really they weren't like offensive coaches that said, you know what, we need somebody to coach special teams, so can you coach special teams for us, right? If they are true special teams coaches, then when they do become head coaches, it becomes very hard for them to manage offense or defense, because they are not what I would say gurus in it, right? They're not a guru in being that. You know what I mean? And then, okay, are we going to say Harbaugh is not a guru in offense, defense? Maybe we can say that. But your Harbaugh been here for 15 years, man. He done been here for 15 years. He done been around players like Ray Lewis to bum like Brashard Perryman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I want you to hold on to that too. Now I'm gonna repeat myself.
Well, let me say this real quick, because I want to say Brashard. I'm gonna say Brashard Perryman was a bum here with the Ravens. I don't think he was technically a bum player.
Okay.
I just think he was a bum here with the Ravens. But go ahead.
Now I'm gonna ask you this question I asked him last year. Now John Harbaugh was a disciple of Andy Reid. Why the fuck he ain't picking no offensive skill up from the guy? You got one of the greatest offensive minds in football in Andy Reid. You his understudy. He may
have.
And what is it? Because we damn sure ain't seen in 15 years. Where's this?
He may have, yo.
Where is it?
Yo, but you gotta understand. You gotta understand. He's a head coach, right? He's a head coach. He is not the, so to speak, creator for his team. He's not the creator of the offense. That's usually the job of the offensive coordinator.
But hear me out, though. Hear me. You can't say that, yo. Because how did this man become a head? He was basically his apprentice. If you don't one of the greatest offensive minds in the NFL coaching staff, you basically one of his apprentices, yo. Come on, don't do that. But check it out, because I got examples of this shit. You see McVay understudies, they getting fucking jobs, yo. Come on, and they ain't offensive people, but they getting jobs based on McVay offense and being on their staff. So what the fuck is John Harbaugh did? What did he do in Philly? Come on, yo, we ain't giving this motherfucker no excuse. He had 5 years under Andy Reid and ain't got no offensive mindset, yo. Don't do that. Because we see coaches right now just getting jobs under Andy Reid and McVay, yo. And Shanahan. So no, though, that coaching trees is out here.
He could, but here's what I'm saying. You could be right? You could be right, but he also could be telling, hey, look, if you come and be the offensive coordinator on my team, I'll give you the reins of the offense. You do whatever it is that you want to do with the offense. I'll follow your lead on it. If that's what you want to run with, we'll run with that. I'll follow your lead on it. And, of course, I'll oversee it.
Okay, now check this out.
It could be that too.
But hear me out. That's just perfect. You'll hire somebody for a position that you're giving them free range to, right? But if you don't know shit about the position, why are you gonna bring somebody in to teach that's gonna do a position if you don't know about it?
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not assuming that he doesn't know. I think he does. I mean, you got to know, bro. He's a head coach. Do you honestly believe? I mean, let's be real here. You honestly believe this man don't understand offensive schemes? And he's a head coach in the NFL.
Now, I ain't talking about. I know, but we got 15 motherfucking years of experience. This motherfucking offense is in middle of the pack and bottom half. Come on, yo. We just said how many offensive coordinators had this man had? They had the same fucking problem. How many? Come on, everybody can't be fucking wrong.
Because he's hiring mid talent, yo.
Now well, who's that on? His decision. It is. But once again, it shows his decision making.
I told you, I just said a couple of minutes ago what this problem with this team.
You said it, but it also shows his decision. But it shows his decision making. It shows it. Right?
This team is it has a manager character. The character of the managers of this team is the problem. This team has no type of like there's no threat here, man. They so bullheaded, bro.
But it's what I told you earlier. Everybody is complacent. Ain't no fire under nobody's ass. Because everybody is so like, yo, my shit don't stink. Yo, because when the owner tells you his guy, come on. I'm gonna keep saying this shit to our guy. And they took it off the internet. The State of the Union 2017 press conference. Steve Bisciotti say he don't want to fire nobody. So when the fucking owner say he don't want to fire nobody, you know you can be complacent on the job. You know you got stability. And I dare anybody to find that press conference. They scrub that shit off the internet. I went on the Ravens site.
That, man, but yo,
but that's coming from the owner.
Yo, these guys don't think their shit stinks.
But once again,
he called everybody. He said, yo, we don't participate in end of the bar talk. That's basically it saying, y'all don't know football like we know football.
But once again, everybody can't be wrong either.
But that's the point, right? That's the point. That the truth of the matter is, though, it is some people out here that they may not be head coaches in the NFL, but they understand football.
But
they may not have never played in the NFL, but they understand football.
But you know what? And that's why I say we special, because if shit don't know, I got an NFL player on speed dial like, yo, is this is that? So that's why I be like, yo, that's that arrogant shit.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the problem with this team.
That's
the problem with this team. But football is such a popular sport, right? That it's not hard to learn about football.
But
I go on YouTube all the time, yo. I go on YouTube all the time, and I watch guys that may have had college experience and never had NFL experience, may never had no kind of NFL experience at all or college experience, but they can break they can break down some NFL film. They can break some football film down, man. Maybe they're just high school coaches. They can break down some film. And all I'm trying to say with that is like, yo, the fact that he sat there and called it end of the bar talk, and people are trying to speak on real stuff like, yo, there's a real problem here, but you consider it end of the bar talk. Oh, because I'm a head coach in the NFL and y'all not. It's impossible that y'all can know what I talk. Y'all just, y'all Monday morning quarterback.
That was the most narcissistic flex ever.
And that's the problem with this team, man. That's why the true problems don't get fixed. Because everybody at the end of the day believes. But what the real issue is, that ain't no issue. This is our issue.
Right.
We ain't got a wide receiver issue. They said in the beginning of this year,
and that's perfect because I'm gonna read this comment. My man KC said it. He said, "Man, they're still hanging on to 2012. That's how long it is now." My man Tor said, "What's Hardball excuse?" My man said, 15 years and blowing double-digit leads. We never had that with Ed and Ray here. Yeah, yo. We were spoiled by Ed and Ray.
You can't say that either, though. Yo, I've watched Ed and them have games against the Steelers and blow leads. I mean, it's football, bro. It happens. What I think
it's supposed to be rare. This shit ain't rare. You know.
That's because it's being schemed.
My man Casey said it's time to bounce. Big facts. My man Tor said right on Hazel. He ain't learned shit. Man, and he ran that offense on the Eagles and the Chiefs. My man Rick G said he had the benefit of Ozzie Newsome drafting all these Hall of Famers we had. Yeah. My man said, okay, it's not working. John's not stopping it. He's a part of the problem. That's real talk. My man Rich G said, when Ed and Ray left, it went all downhill. Hell yeah. Because that's when Harbaugh got the power when they won that Super Bowl, man. He had all the juice in their organization. He still got it now. My man KC said, yeah, 2012 was the standard. Y'all was Rough Riders to the max that year. My man said Sammy Watkins is great Roman guy. He wasn't even in the coaching. He wasn't even in the game. That's coaching and sickness. My man said Ed was not staying with us. Ray retired. Now we know why. He can't stand y'all. My man KC said rooting for Reed in his new head coaching job. Yes, indeed. It should have been the DC. It should have been DC for us, but John wanted his white counterpart. I guess he's talking about Ed Reed supposed to be the DC. I don't know, yo. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's football, yo. It's Baltimore Ravens football, man. It get ugly by the game, man. It get ugly by the game. I just want to know what's everybody expecting from Lamar when he get back. Cause this boy gotta be Superman, man. Real talk.
What are you expecting from Lamar?
Yeah, what people? I don't. Yeah, I'm glad we just got one more.
Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this.
I'm just glad we got one more game.
If Lamar was in the game, Lamar would have won this game.
Oh, he would have willed it. He would have willed it. He out cold, yo.
So to answer your question, what am I expecting from Lamar? I'm expecting from Lamar to at least win these games. That's what I'm expecting.
I'm expecting for him to win the playoff game, but anything after that, if this team got to throw the ball and get in the shootout, Shorty ain't gonna be able to do it. My man KC,
that's what I'm expecting.
My man KC said, I just want him to get paid. My man Tor said, if the offense keep this shit up, I'm not playing if I'm him. Yo, he got to get the. I mean, he already exceeded what his rookie contract is. Anything now, just cheese on his crackers, man. He just playing for extra money right now, man. But like I say, man, it is what it is. I'm glad we got one more game to this regular season, man. Because this regular season,
Lamar they'll come out, yo. You'll see everybody back out for the playoffs. Will it be much of a? I think it'll be a difference. Will it be like? I don't know, bro. I really don't know, yo.
I got a question for you. Next all season, do you want Huntley as the backup quarterback here?
Do I want him as a backup? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Nah.
What do you want me to expect my backup to be as good as my?
No, I'm just saying. I seen all I can see him.
I know he's a backup quarterback.
Shit, I don't even think he that. My man Rich G said Lamar is a whole offense. That's not sustainable. Nah.
Why isn't he a good backup quarterback?
Because when it's time to make these throws, Shorty can't make them. He can't.
I understand that, but that's why he a backup.
I mean, but once again, he can't make the throws, yo.
It's two things that I want out of my backup, bro. Two main things. There's a lot of things you want out of your backup, but it's two main things that I want out of my backup. One, I want my backup to be able to be a second pair of eyes on the sideline so that, for the main quarterback, you know what I'm saying? He can have somebody that's in his shoes, so to speak, can be in his shoes that can see the game like how he see the game. Almost like a second quarterback's coach. One. So can Huntley do that? Can Huntley and him relate to that degree? Probably so. I'm gonna say
now,
yes
hear me
to
out,
that.
though. Huntley has started 6 games. He only won one.
But what I'm saying is that they both in the film room together. They both in the quarterback team meetings together, stuff like that. Like, and when they get out on the field together, like they can help each other out. I can agree. I'll say Huntley can help out enough with that. So I'll say, yeah, I'll give Huntley a green check for that. He's good on that. The second thing that I want with my backup quarterback is that if he has to start a game for whatever reason, whether he's coming in, in the mid part of the game or just starting a game, right?
Right.
For whatever reason, all I want him to do is play mistake-free football. I'm not asking you to.
He did that today.
And that's all you can ask for at the end of the day, except for the interception at the end.
Right. He panicked. He couldn't. He tried to make shit happen.
And you're right. And he tried to make something happen. Could he have thrown a better ball? Hell yeah.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
But he almost do a pick the goddamn play before. So
I know, but that's the point that I was just getting ready to speak on that. What options did he really have out there?
With this offense, he ain't got shit.
Right? He ain't really got nothing to really work with. So he going forward stuff. But as a backup quarterback, yeah, I'm comfortable with him being a backup quarterback. But I don't care if you got a backup in there, first string in there, third string in there. We'll all run into the same problems. If you ain't throwing it to nobody that's worth, that can work their way of getting open, then what are you really doing? You're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
He did make a bad pass, but it wasn't like that guy was open. If he would have made a good pass, the crossing defender that was coming was getting ready to snatch it. So it was going to be a pick either way.
My man,
feel me?
My man Tor said Huntley remind me of a raw Tyrod Taylor. My man said Huntley is trash at scrambling. I cover my eyes when he's running. And my man said Lamar threw an INT like that this year. My man Rich G said we gotta have some wide receivers that can get separation and big targets for a situation like this. We can't expect the quarterback to do what LJ does. He's a generational talent. Yes, indeed. My man Shadu said they didn't give him anything earlier for him to get in rhythm. Yes, indeed. I can agree with that. My man KC said they were hyping him up, saying he was better than Lamar. You got to go to work and be a reasonable backup. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. I mean,
but yo, come on though, yo. If you got to be crazy to think that he was actually better than Lamar.
I mean, you had crazy ass people talking that shit. You seen it like I seen. I got called out on all the Baltimore blogs on Instagram. So I had motherfuckers calling me a Lamar Jackson fanboy. I'm like, nah, yo, I just know what the fuck I'm looking at. And these are Baltimore people. And they black. That's why I be scratching my head. I'm like, yo, y'all think y'all gonna win games without Lamar Jackson here? You only won one. So these people think the Ravens gonna draft another quarterback and come in here and win with John Harbaugh as the coach. They crazy. Yo, it's a lot of insane ass Ravens fans out here, man. I used to think it was always white people. There's a lot of crazy niggas out here, man. Real talk.
It's just because the like you say, yo, they control the media.
They brainwash, yo. The media got that Baltimore Raven PR and that internet and that social media and the social media PR team. They ain't no joke. They got these boys blinded, man.
And a lot of Ravens fans are just spoiled, man.
They wine and cheese, yo. Man, let's keep it a buck, yo. Majority of the fans come from Anne Arundel County, Harford County, Howard County, man.
I mean, you got fans all over, bro.
I'm just talking the ones that buy the tickets, yo. Come on. Go down to that stadium.
All of them.
That stadium don't look like Baltimore City.
You got city fans talking the same. It don't matter, bro.
That stadium don't look like Baltimore City, shorty. You seen it?
But Baltimore City fans talk the same way. Like it don't make a difference.
I'm just telling you what I see. You seen the day when inside with the whatever the hell NBC was down there, who they was in the room. Them people don't even look like it was from Baltimore, man.
It don't matter, bro. At the end of the day, bro, they all majority of everybody speaking the same way, man. You go on social media, They talking the same way. It don't matter if they from
I had people coming for my head on IG. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you the truth. My man Richie said they try to use a bootleg Lamar Jackson. It ain't working. My man Shot Duck said should have played free and aggressive. Yeah, and that's the problem, yo. They don't play free and aggressive. That's the problem.
What is playing free and aggressive? What does that mean?
Yo, they this offense is too robotic, yo. It's too predictable. You know what they're going to do on offense, yo. I swear to God, it's predictable as fuck. I mean, come on. You can sit back.
A lot of offenses are predictable, though, bro.
No, not like this, yo. It was run. Come on.
But why though? But why is it run, yo? And here's what I'm saying, yo. And this is why I say, yo, I try to just be solution based at this point, yo, because what else do you want people to do? And I'm not trying to take up for nobody, but it's like, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do, bro? They got what they got. What do you want them to do?
Don't you do that. Yo, the running work today. Where was the fuck the play action passes at? Where was the screen passes at? God damn it, a screen play would have worked today. Come on, don't give me that shit. Don't give it to me. Because it would have been a different fucking look. That's why the fuck it would have worked.
When you get a lot of blitzing,
yo, anything they didn't play behind the play action pass today. Come on, I don't care if you got a backup quarterback. Like my man said in the chat, they didn't put Huntley in rhythm today, yo. Come on, we just can't be vanilla. You can't be a vanilla ass offense. And like my man Torres just said, you playing chestnut checkers. God damn. My man Shot Victor said, not worrying and open up and not worrying and open up the playbook. But at this point, I don't know, y'all. I give up, y'all. I give up. I can't wait for this shit to be over, man. This shit is, like I say, man, I done watched college football and was entertained. I was entertained by the goddamn 49ers in Las Vegas game. But this shit come on 8 o'clock, man. Come on.
Hey, yo, I tell you some real stuff, yo. I don't think nobody respects the Ravens play action, bro.
I mean, but goddamn it, you gotta do it out there. If you don't do it, goddamn, how do you know? Come on. If you don't do it, how do you know?
I mean, they did do it. It wasn't going nowhere, bro. Like,
so you play yourself out your game.
I'm saying though, they're not doing nothing, bro. Yo, they got an issue that they at this point can't fix.
My man Tua said they're expecting to run. Fucking pass it. It's not rocket science. Hey, football is an easy game.
But
baby.
It is though, because we sitting here all of us having a conversation talking about how the passing is so bad.
Hey, man.
It is a problem. What do you do? Put your coaching hat on. What do you do when you got an offense that can't throw the ball? Because you ain't got nobody to throw it to. Your quarterback, your second string quarterback.
That's why you open up with screenplays, yo. That's why you open up a little bit. But goddamn it, sometimes sometimes a screenplay can work in the fucking if they in a zone. Come on, it can fucking work. My man said scheme them open. My man Rich G said on that last 3rd and 3, they called the obvious one play and gave it away. What can they tell them to do? Get better coaching after 15 years. That's the play I told you on 3rd and 3 with Gus. They went straight up the fucking gut. It ain't made no out the fucking shotgun. He already 5 yards behind. You're gonna do a draw play up the fucking gut. It didn't make sense.
What was the down? 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
What do you think they expected them to do on 3rd
down? And the Steelers defensive line pinched the middle. They pinched them. They was like, they ain't going outside the tackles. They running up the gut. Even they knew what the fuck they was gonna do. Fuck, we knew it. Come on, yo.
But the Ravens been throwing it on all third downs, man.
So you're gonna run up the gut. So you're gonna run up so you're gonna run up Pittsburgh gut when they was pitching and showing you we know you running up the gut.
But you got them spread out. That's why it was in shotgun. They had them in a spread.
But
offense.
they knew they was running up the gut. That's why they pitched the defense line. Came in like we know what you're doing.
But it's football, bro. At some point,
run wasn't. But those last two possessions, they didn't do shit by running. They didn't do it. I was texting you. I was like, they didn't do nothing. That pass, that goddamn rollout pass, the goddamn Aaron Juice was everything. That was it. After that, that was the only thing they did. We talked about it in the text.
I know, bro. And if I'm an offensive coordinator on this team, I'm racking my head too, I have no idea what I could do to win with a group of players, bro. I have no idea. I would be racking my head too. Now, I'm not taking blame off of anybody because you allowed yourself to come into the season this way.
Hey, no.
Hey, off season that y'all had it all figured out at the wide receiver position. So for that, I will never take blame off of you.
Hey, they think everybody at one winning drive so smart that Duvernay, Prochet, and who else? And the other wide receiver was going to be it. It ain't it. My man Tua said Lamar Ben said they been calling out our plays. My man Casey said congrats to the Bengals winning the AFC North. Sorry, Hazel.
Hey, here's what I want everybody to understand though, bro. And again, this is it kind of makes me a little upset because it kind of starts to prove John Harbaugh's point, in regards to people not understanding football. A lot of these NFL teams call out each other's plays. But you can't get mad. But no, you can't do that to him. Ain't too much stuff that people ain't seen on film.
You can't do that to him. He telling you what Lamar Jackson said, He said Lamar saying people are calling out the plays, So you can't.
I understand that. He said that last year, against the Colts in the middle of the season.
But he said it though,
I understand that he said it. Yeah, it is a problem at that point. It's the middle of the season. Why are they calling out our plays? We just started the year. And they already calling out our plays. You know why they calling out our plays? Lamar just gave it away. We running the same playbook from the year before. That's why they calling out our plays. That's just a coded way of saying that. But what I'm saying to you, bro, this is week 17,
Ain't shit gonna
You
change.
think these teams about to change up their whole offensive philosophy week 17? No. So that means that a lot of these teams been studying. They know what these niggas is calling in certain situations. But
once again, this is about based back on what I'm saying. This is a question I told you this is the same question. What do people want from Lamar Jackson when he come back? Because you can't win with this. This is the picture I'm painting. You can't win with this.
With Lamar Jackson, it takes away a lot of the problems, bro. Because Lamar compensates for a lot of the problems, which is the reason why. I ain't gonna say this is the reason. I don't know. I don't know why they still would come into the season with the wide receivers that they had. But I guess maybe we got Lamar. We can run with this team with the receivers that we got. Lamar gonna still win us some games. But I just don't like that, bro. I don't agree with that. Lamar will win you games, but I just don't agree that you come into the season with these wide receivers. And nothing I'm trying to take away from these guys talent-wise, you know what I'm saying? But they need help. Just like, for example, right? Everybody was hard on Patrick Queen all year, beginning of the year. Oh man, Patrick Queen looking like a bust, blah, 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 blah. He looking like a bust. And I kept telling people, I'm like, Patrick Queen looks the way he looks because he is playing out of his element.
Exactly.
He's playing middle linebacker, which essentially, okay, that's his position, but he's not built like an NFL middle linebacker. His college and what he did in college and the reason why he wanted to be he ended up being a high draft pick was not because he played a traditional middle linebacker position. He played a different style where somebody else, where he was more like a Will, right? Or not a Will, I'm sorry, like a Sam, where he played a little bit of coverage, but he also could come in and blitz too. And now we bring in Roquan, who now we say, okay, Pat, move to the side. You can now be a Sam, so to speak. And we're going to have Roquan be our traditional middle linebacker. Now look at Patrick Queen.
He playing
He's
free.
a total different dude. But now he looking like the draft pick that he was supposed to be. And my point to bring that up is to say, like, we probably do got talented wide receivers on this team. We just don't got that one piece, which is a big guy, a go-getter that's going to open it up for everybody else. I get it, Lamar is that kind of talent that can mask a lot of stuff, obviously. But again, I still blame that managing staff for allowing that to override, and you not being like a quote unquote the parent and know better, and and not coming to the season this way.
But you know why? You know why? They so true to their draft board that they don't want to be looked at as being wrong, It gotta be, It gotta. What else can it be? What else can it be? They drafting these guys.
They just headstrong people, bro. They don't.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They staying true to their draft board, and they don't want their draft picks to look like they failed. But goddamn it, they failed. It's even.
They can.
I don't know, y'all.
They can keep their draft picks. They can have the draft picks. The draft picks can do what they do. You just can bring in some free agent talent. They just so headstrong,
it's everything. But what you saying? What you saying? It's the same thing Chad Johnson said 2 weeks ago. Somebody asked him, "Would you come to play with the Ravens?" He said, "No, man. The Ravens got a wide receiver group that's more than capable. The coach just ain't putting them in position to be successful."
Yeah, bro.
It's straight like
but
that.
It's hard, but it's hard to put them in position because you don't got a guy. You don't got a guy. Who is your guy? Right? And they're going to say, oh, it's going to be Bateman.
No, but Steve Smith said Poche was the best wide receiver on the team. And you're a future Hall of Famer.
Bateman can be that guy.
I don't know what he is.
What is your but no, you do know what it is. Because it's like, if you got to go to your quarterback and ask, what do you want? What do you, just like you go to your quarterback and say, what plays are you comfortable with for us throwing into a set of packages for this game coming up this week? You also got to be comfortable enough to come to your quarterback, right? And say, who do you want on your team?
Hey, ain't that what I said last week, that Lamar got to be a diva and tell him what they need and tell him what they need?
You crazy if you think, players don't call people and say, hey, I need to get him on this team. You need to get him on this team. If you don't get him on this team, we going to have some issues come contract time, right? And then and it shows the dedication of the team to that player or to that quarterback. But
perfect. Now, hold up. Stay. Hold on. Pause that. Now, you just said that. We got 5 years of this shit. Do it look like the Baltimore Ravens are investing in Lamar Jackson long term? No, answer the question. Do it look like the Baltimore Ravens are investing in Lamar Jackson long term?
I'm answering your question. I don't know if Lamar. What if Lamar never went to them and said, give me a big guy? That's a possibility.
Hey, you start shaking on me. Do it look like the Baltimore Ravens are invested in Lamar Jackson long term? It's even yes or no. It's even yes or no, baby. It's even yes or no.
It does. It does look like they invested in him long term.
Now how's they investing in him long term? And we still sitting here 5 fucking years later. Where's our number one wide receiver at?
Because we don't know what goes on in the team office. That's why.
But
all we can do is the thing.
But you just said the front office is the problem.
I just said that we don't know if Lamar has ever asked them to get me a big quarterback.
Yeah. That's a question me and you can't ask. That's the question we can't ask.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
And closed mouths don't get fed.
Don't get hurt either.
He ain't asking. What, you know what I'm saying? If Lamar is just being a player on the team, then the coach is going to run wild. But if Lamar is going in there and saying, I need this, I need that, we ain't running this, we running that. I like this, I don't like that. If Lamar is being that kind of guy, and then they still getting draft in and off season in and out, they still doing what they doing, then no, they're not invested in him. They're not at all. And then at that point, if I'm Lamar, I'm feeling a certain kind of way. Okay. I don't know. I don't know Lamar. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we have a news system here in Baltimore that don't look into stuff like that. No, you see what I'm saying?
No, they can look into it. They don't want to lose their goddamn privileges. They don't want to lose their privileges.
But they don't.
They don't want to get blackballed.
They don't ask Lamar that, hey Lamar, how do you feel about, not to disrespect any of the wide receivers that you got, but I mean, do you ever feel like you ever want a big wide receiver here, the guy that can go, blah, 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 like a Keenan Allen or somebody like that? Like, how do you feel about getting that guy? They don't do that, bro.
Now, watch.
They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Now, hear me out. Now, watch when I'm going to ask that question this week. That's how you know they be watching, yo. But I'm going to read these comments, yo. My man Rich G said, everybody knew they was running up the middle, play action with anything with some type of imagination. These coaches' ass, bro. My man Tor said, we really lost. We really lost under 2 minutes. That's coaching. Tired of blaming players, bro. That shit wet. Okay. My man Rich G said, I don't like Hamilton. Hamilton neither. He looks shook. He always out of position, yo. My man said, Kyle, okay. I fuck one more than Chuck Clark, but I wouldn't have drafted him at 14. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked him at 14 either. My man Rich.
How can you say that?
My man Rich G said, we don't got talented wide receivers. My man Rich G said, our wide receivers don't get separation. Okay, my man Tor said, I don't know, Rich. I seen Lamar over the wide receivers this season, but that's partially true. My man Casey said, man, Hazel, you and your guys should be on the radio out there by you all in Maryland. Y'all sound like cats over here in Chicago on ESPN 1000. Thank you, G. Thank you, man. We appreciate that. My man Rich G said, the style of that style of offense the Ravens running, you got to have wide receivers that get separation or big 6'4" plus wide receivers to give the quarterback an easier target to throw. My man Torres.
Hold on, reread that comment again. What did you say?
That style of Ravens. He made a typo. I'm reading this typo. That style of offense the Ravens running, you got to have wide receivers that get separation or big 6'4" plus receivers to give the quarterback an easier target to throw. I agree with all that. Okay, my man Torres said that Paul's killing me. Okay, my man Rich G said, no, it don't seem like it, bro. They just acting like they don't believe in him. They don't believe in Lamar. My man Torres said, franchise worth $4 billion. Pay that man and get him control of the operation. I ain't gonna say give him control, but give him some say. You got to give him some say, man. That's why I say he got to be a diva in negotiations, man. Seriously.
But he should, he's been the quarterback here for 4 or 5 years now, bro. Yeah, he should already be having say in this offense, man. He should already be having say in this offense. And and to speak on Kyle Hamilton, I never was a believer in Kyle Hamilton.
We seen it in him, yo.
Now, again, I'll give it to whoever it was that made that decision to switch Kyle from being a true safety to now playing some form of a
linebacker, like in the box,
he's like a Sam. Like a Will linebacker, and like he that was the smart move for him. It makes because it keeps him out of having to play coverage all the time. And if you do play coverage, he's usually just playing like tight ends. But again, film, weeks on weeks of film, people starting to pick it up, and now they figuring out ways to put him still to cover wide receivers, and then you see what happens, like when the boy Sims took advantage of it, right? I never was a believer in the guy, yo. And Chuck Clark
we seen today, yo, when he ain't courage, yo, he getting cooked, yo.
Yeah, he is going to, and this is always going to be an issue because he in college, right? If you go watch his film in college, if you get somebody that scout him in college, he didn't really have to play coverage man to man. It was more so out in space, open, and he would make a play, a great athletic play in college at Notre Dame.
And check it out though. Kyle Hamilton looked good because of the lack of talent he played. He only had four big games. He only had 4 big games a year. That was SC. Yeah, they don't play. They don't play no real regular. They don't play no conference schedule.
I know. So again, what does that mean? Obviously our scouting team made a mistake. Now, granted, it's hard to scout who's going to be a great player, but again, there's guys that I've watched guys on YouTube scout people such as Zach Wilson, right? And say before we know Zach to be who he is now, right? Scout and say, hey, Zach ain't gonna be that guy. He makes these too many of these mistakes. And this is just regular Joes, bro. These guys ain't scouts. Regular Joes, and then now look at me. He was 100% right.
I mean, so, but you gotta look at the it's once again the competition too, yo.
No,
Zach Wilson, they tried to prove a point by drafting the boy, yo. A lot of these picks, you can see their potential is not there, yo. It's just a lot of these GMs.
The guy had a real, you gotta say you can't. Zach had a real good pro day, bro.
I mean, but once again, that's not football, yo. That's practice.
No, you're right. You're right. But he had a real good pro day, bro.
That's practice. Yo, I seen him at BYU. I was like, yo, is this a kid they hyping? Come on, he looked like a high school quarterback in BYU.
And that's actually his problem, bro. His throwing abilities does not surpass the high school football level, meaning that he cannot throw open. He cannot throw receivers to a potential window before that receiver gets there. He reminds me a little bit of Baker Mayfield, bro, where Baker has to see open, throw open, and then in the ball ultimately. And Baker has other issues, mechanic issues through throwing that ultimately lead to the ball coming extremely late to turn over into a pit.
My man Tor said no way he got sick when they letting Roman snap the ball late and pulling and Lamar pulling the ball. He never acted like that.
He may not have say, yo, and that's all I'm saying. If he don't have say, yo, then the team going to do what the team thinks is best. And if he's not being that guy that's going to say, yo, get me this guy. Or maybe he did say that. And that's why he went in the contract that he got. He didn't express. I've watched him on draft day back when they drafted Bateman. I personally think, and this is my assumption in my opinion, right? But I personally think he did ask for a receiver that year, and they went and got Bateman.
No. Hold on. I remember you showed me the clip. You was like, yo, yeah. Remember he was talking to Hollywood. Hollywood like, yo, we drafted a wide receiver. The first thing Lamar said, how tall is he? So Lamar ain't had no saying that shit. Remember that shit. No,
I'm saying I think Lamar did have say. They just didn't listen.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't his guy.
Listen.
Anytime the quarterback asks how tall the motherfucker is, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. But like my man Tor said, that Hamilton pick, that Kyle Hamilton pick seemed like a John Harbaugh pick. Exactly, that was a Harbaugh pick. My man Rich G said that EDC with the personnel decisions. My man said Zach
he
is
said
trash.
Kyle Hamilton was a John Harbaugh pick.
A Harbaugh pick.
Nah, I think Lindenbaum was a hardball pick. I think Hamilton was an EDC pick.
I'm gonna say the whole fucking draft was a hardball because you look at these guys, yo, they hardball guys, yo.
Nah, yo, I think Lindenbaum was a hardball guy. Lindenbaum was who Harbaugh wanted, right? I think Kyle Hamilton was EDC. I think EDC wanted to get him and convince John Harbaugh on getting him because he thought like, hey, this could, because otherwise, why would he go get a safety in the first round? Like, did we really need a safety?
Man, when it comes to that personnel decisions, I have no idea what this team do. I ain't gonna see him bullshit you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna see him bullshit you, lie, make up shit. But this personnel decisions just be mind blowing at times, man. My man Tor said Orlando Brown had a bad combine. He was the shit with us, yeah. But that was a pick.
You're right. Orlando Brown had a bad combine. And then look how he got treated when he got here. He ain't had no play. That man got drafted here out of his position that he truly wanted to play, and we basically told him, well, in a nutshell, I know they probably didn't say this, but in a nutshell, based upon what ended up being, you gotta kind of take this. Because really, it ain't too much you got going on out there.
Hey, when they first made that trade to Orlando Brown, to Kansas City, I told everybody that shit was going to come back and bite us in the ass. I told everybody. Okay, my man Rich G said he don't know what he doing. He going off analytics. You can tell he don't know nothing about the game. That's the Kasi he's talking about. Lamar told them he wanted a top wide receiver, and they got him with Sean Bateman. All right, yo. My man Tor said, no, EDC asked Lamar what he want. Lamar said protection. I can see after Carson on Lamar over John. John drafted Hayden Hurst. Hey, but Hayden Hurst ball. You see how the offense looked when he was in? My man Rich G say combines don't really mean nothing.
But Lamar wanted a wide receiver. Hayden Hurst was a Roman thing.
No. Hayden Hurst came in the draft for Lamar, so Lamar ain't had nothing to do with that shit. They got drafted together. That was Ozzy's draft. My man Rich G said combines don't really mean nothing. How many crazy combines we seen be trash? Yeah,
man. That still was a Roman thing, though, bro. Roman like tight ends, man.
Oh yeah. We all know we got like shit. What is our bull still doing on the roster? He taking up a roster spot. That's why I said one more game in this shit. One more game in this regular season, yo. This regular season been brutal, boy.
Bull. They like Bull, man.
He a good blocker.
He might have a meaning. He might have a bigger meaning, yo, on the in the locker room, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bull may be Bull may be the reason why people like Likely and Oliver are playing a little, playing how they playing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Boy. Like I say, one more week, fellas. One more week. TB Fat Bateman, my man Tor said TB Fat Bateman was the best wide receiver available. But Bateman be on some runaway cover girl type shit lately. Nah, yo. Bateman
been. You said Bateman was the best wide receiver at that time?
At that pick, what was that? What was Bateman? Like 20-something pick?
I don't know, bro. I guess here's what I'll say to that. Maybe that is the case. Maybe not. Looking back at it, hindsight 2020, but you can't do that in the moment. What I can say is that I think that they should have tried to make a play, knowing that wide receiver that draft was so wide receiver heavy with some studs. They should have made a play to maybe trade up, get up there to get one of those guys that was out that mob. Because when you really sit down and think about it, most of those guys that got drafted,
that was that Jamal Chase. That was that Jamal Chase draft. That was Justin, right?
Kadarius, and I know he didn't have a good time at New York, but he kind of doing his thing now in Kansas City.
My man,
you know what I mean?
My man said at that pick, Bateman was it. Yeah, because they said Bateman was the first one wide receiver. Go look. My man said, go look it up. I believe you, baby. Because I believe that everybody say he was a first.
I mean, that's not true though, yo. Because yo.
I'm just saying.
Again,
I'm just saying what the talking head said when I'm remembering he was a first round draft pick.
But yo, the Detroit Lions wide receiver St. Brown, I think came out of that draft, bro.
My man Willie Johnson said they should have drafted AJ Brown. They should have gotten AJ Brown as a free agent. But AJ Brown got traded to Philly though, didn't he? I think he got traded to Philly.
He got traded.
Yeah. He got traded for nothing. He got traded for nothing.
He could have made a trade. But yeah, we could have picked up what's his name? Amos St. Brown.
Yeah. My man Willie Johnson, my bad man. I said Willie Brown. What the fuck I'm talking about? Willie Johnson. It's late like a motherfucker. I'm supposed to motherfucker. Oh man. Yeah, man. This is another Ravens game, yo. Another Ravens game. But yo, I'm gonna wrap I'm gonna wrap this up. But I'm gonna tell everybody, yo, we need TCU to win that championship next week, yo. We need these boys, man. I can't go another year with Georgia winning that championship, boy.
I think TCU will pull it off, man.
Oh, yo, they're the most important team in college football history, yo. You gotta think that small ass school. If that small school beat Georgia, yo, they about to go on a run. Everybody think the Big 12 is a joke, but the way they play offense in that conference is how everybody playing football now, yo. Everybody throwing the ball over 40 and 50 times a game. I hope and pray they beat Georgia next week, man.
We'll see.
Okay, my man Tor said that was DeMonte Smith and Waddle. Okay, my man said that was DeMonte Smith, Waddle, Chase, and Bateman was next. Yeah. My man said $100 million for AJ. Nah, but shit. You see how goddamn Hurts look with him? Shit, you gotta cough up that money to get good talent, yo.
I think the better move would have been, instead of getting Bateman, they should have made a move to move up higher in that draft and get one of those, get a Waddle or somebody like that. That's what I think.
I think Waddle went like what, 15? He went like 15.
It was a lot of studs in that draft, yo, with wide receivers, and Lamar was asking for one, yo. You should have got him one, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have got him one, yo. They didn't. It is what it is. But you know, I don't think Lamar coming back here next year anyway.
My man, hold on. Because we talked about this dude. My man Rich G said, "Where's Tylan Wallace at? Another bad draft pick. Come on now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I liked them. We liked them, yo. We liked Tylan Wallace, but it's the wrong scheme.
Wallace, bro, how he played, but again,
wrong scheme.
You know, what do they? They don't use nobody, bro.
Did he play the game?
No, he don't get in the game no more, man.
My man Tor said that I agree, but then the team wasn't gonna part with that pick. Yeah, man. Same old, man. Hey, yo, we got a bunch of people watching us. Y'all ain't commenting. Yo, y'all just sitting here watching us and shit, man. Y'all can say something. Hit the like button. You feel me?
Yeah, at least hit the like button.
Ah, damn, that shit weird. You just watch, motherfucker, don't participate. Shit.
At least hit the like button.
Man, I ain't even tripping on that shit. They watching us. You know, Baltimore City, Baltimore County. I mean, y'all ain't that last word.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I got one more thing, y'all.
What's that?
The price. What did I say? The price. Today's price. Tomorrow's price is no longer today's price, bro. That's all I got to say, y'all.
Man, I just want to say to everybody, man, look. Don't put that pressure on Lamar, yo. Don't put that pressure on this man, yo. He can't win with this situation here. Just stop it, yo. We got to stop fantasizing and romanticizing. Lamar has spoiled us these last 4 years. He can't win with this, y'all. He just can't do it. Joe Montana can't win with this shit. So don't do that shit to Lamar, yo. I'm about to put your body in.
Jordy Man, engineer, you knew that
though. Out here, y'all. I ain't gonna do no late. All right, y'all. All right.